Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and this episode is brought to you by our friend Tristan Walker and the good people at Bevel, the first and only shaving system designed specifically for coarse, curly hair and sensitive skin. Check out getbevel.com today. Use code FREEIDIOTS to get your first month of Bevel. Membership free at getbevel.com. That's GETBEVEL.com.
All right, we got a guest today. We got what?
Hold on, we got another pre-roll, baby.
Oh, my bad.
What's wrong with you? You ain't paying attention?
No, I'm not paying attention. All right, go. What is it?
I just want to say Wendy's, okay? I had an awesome sandwich.
Oh, yeah?
At Wendy's, you know what I'm
Did you?
saying? I debate about even bringing it up because it's not for everyone. It's just way too hot.
Oh, yeah?
Okay,
well,
yes.
you know me. I'm all about, spicy foods with my Scottish heritage. What sandwich is this?
It's Wendy's jalapeno fresco spicy chicken sandwich with Colby Jack cheese, fresh jalapenos, ghost pepper sauce, and a toasted jalapeno bun. It's delicious, but it's really hot. And if you really want to turn on the heat, add the ghost pepper fries.
Wow. I'm up for a challenge. And I bet our listeners are too. Hey, let's check out this week and talk about it on next week's podcast.
Good timing, because the jalapeno fresco spicy chicken sandwich is only available for a limited time at participating Wendy's. So check it out today.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah, we're out here.
Bravo.
We're out here today.
Little Duval is here.
What's happening?
He made his 1 year one trip a year to New York.
Yeah, nah.
One trip a year to New York. Duval comes.
Now they saying that because they think I don't never come to New York.
You don't come to New York.
You don't come to New York.
Unless
I
people
do.
pay you, you don't come to New York. You go to every other city in the world.
Y'all
and
don't pay
come to
good
New
unless
York.
you're doing real big here.
Most down south artists don't like to come to New York.
Why is that?
Because they make so much money down south.
Not that. I just think I just like the country. I like the thing I like about Atlanta is city and country. If I don't want to be city, I could be country.
Yeah.
Where here you just city.
No, that ain't true. You go live in Jersey.
That's not here. I don't live like
That's true.
Good point.
Yeah.
You know what this motherfucker told Angela Yee today?
What?
Angela's like, man, Whole Foods are so expensive. The grocery store is so expensive. He goes, you got some grass in your yard? She goes,
I told him.
She goes, you got some grass in your yard? And she goes, not really. He goes, I was saying you might as well just farm.
No, I didn't. I
What
said you
the
might as well
fuck
grow
you
some
talking
plants. I said grow vegetables.
What
and
is farming?
What's wrong with
What's
that?
farming?
Listen, you know most people in Brooklyn that I know who have backyards grow like tomatoes or something
Like,
in their
that
backyard.
makes
I'm not
sense. Like,
growing no fucking
Like
tomatoes
that.
in
Why?
New York City.
Most people I know that live in Brooklyn, they got them little small backyards. They
tomatoes
grow
are
in the
so
backyard.
easy to grow.
Salute to Sonny, but Sonny cooks though. But Sonny got a little garden in her
No,
backyard.
I'm not gonna be a farmer.
Sonny Anderson.
That's not
gonna
being
buy
a
pair
farmer.
of fucking
So you won't grow
overalls.
fruit?
Huh?
Everybody, when I grew up, everybody tried to grow their own fruit. Like whenever you eat a mango, you put it in the ground and watch it grow.
All right, well, talking about fruit, you have a podcast with your gay sister.
Yeah.
It's called Outcha.
You can
Yeah.
call, I didn't know you call gay women fruits.
Yeah, or vegetables? What you call
Oh, I just got the analogy. Fruity. Okay, I just got it.
I
Okay,
thought it was
okay.
gay guys with fruits.
Yeah. Me and my sister, my gay ass sister, we got a podcast. It's been a long waiting. Y'all been telling me to get in the podcast, and I just ain't got into it. I mean, in my defense, I have been a little busy. Not as busy as you, because but see, you stationary. I'm not stationary. I gotta go everywhere, so it's kind of hard for me to do it as much. But I finally got into it, and actually, I tried to have a different twist, and I think me and my sister, we bring a different element to the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great way to connect with your fans in a different way, man.
I just didn't believe. I'm be honest with you, I just didn't believe people would sit there and listen for that long, just a talking.
Dude, we're just talking about this right now. There's so much downtime now. You work in an office, people are listening. Right now, people listen to this in the office or on a drive to work. Like, I was speaking to a buddy of mine I play basketball with, and he was like, listen, I work in an office all day.
Yeah.
Right? I don't need to pay full attention to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's amazing to have some sort of distraction in my ear throughout the day.
I wouldn't want nobody working for me, just getting distractions from other things.
It depends what you're doing, though. Some people really are just sitting at a desk doing nothing any goddamn way.
You're a security guard, but you're going to really look at the camera?
If you're working like that, you need to find another job because that means your job finna be obsolete pretty soon.
I do that in my house. Like when my kids go to sleep and then like the wife might be doing something, I just throw the podcast on.
Really?
Oh, the podcast?
Absolutely.
Which ones you listen to?
I listen to a lot of TED Talks. I listen to
What's TED Talks? You gotta explain. I don't know.
TED Talks is just like these guys who like explain different things that are going on in the world. Like, for example, like experts on different things. Like I just read a good one on originality that Mark Ronson was on. Like, what is original? That's what it's called. I just finished listening to that. And it was just basically saying that there's no ideas original, nothing new under the sun. Everything derives from
something else.
one particular idea.
Yeah.
I listened to that. I listened to Rap Radar. I listened to To read, I listen to Tax Tone, Tax
okay.
Season. I listen to regular shit.
I'm gonna check out all those. I'm gonna subscribe to all those.
They're actually really entertaining because a lot of, especially in hip hop, a lot of artists are taking the podcast game on serious. So they're actually going to sit with these people now.
Yeah.
Like Tax Tone got Fat Joe and Remy Ma on his this week or last week.
Yeah,
That was real
congratulations
interesting.
to Tax Stones. He came from nothing. Now he got everybody wanting to be on his show.
That is a fact.
That's dope.
Put the guns down and put the podcast up.
There we go.
Now let's talk hot sauce. God damn it!
Hot sauce.
It's a big week. It's a big week
Listen,
for you, Charlamagne the God.
I cannot believe.
Charlamagne famous out here
It's
in
a
these
big week.
world news streets.
I'm on CNN.com getting my news and getting my politics, and all of a sudden I see the caption "Donkey of the Decade." And I thought that they just ripped your shit without giving you credit.
Nah,
and I
they
go and
reused
click the link.
You know that happened to me a lot.
You want your shit right now?
That's Duval's dumbass. We never had this conversation.
Hey,
Duval,
I remember Andrew called me like, man, they stealing your basic bitch, yo. They
Bro.
stealing this, that. And I was like, man, I ain't tripping off that.
that ain't even yours no more.
Man, I be walking past, I swear to God,
We
the
can't
other
even
day.
give you credit for that.
I know it's not yours, bro.
Like I swear to God, I walked past this girl. She had I'm not basic shirt on, and I said, "Hey," she ignored me.
Yeah, like
I
who the
couldn't
fuck are
even-
you? Who's this basic ass nigga trying to talk to me?
I know.
Yeah, for real, like it's crazy.
Dude, I tell girls that I know use that word frequently that you're the person that invented it, and
They
they
don't
think
wanna
it's
hear it.
always been out there. They think
Nah.
it's like the word cool. Like it's
Nah.
just been in
The
existence.
way you say it, the word basic been out there, but the way we use it it definitely was.
Listen, I talked to Krayshawn. Krayshawn did the whole song. Didn't she do a whole record?
Yeah, I'm
and I
not
said, you know,
basic.
you got that from Lil Duval. She said, well, that's his dumb ass. He didn't fucking capitalize on it.
You right,
She
right.
said that in the interview.
She right, because in my
So, this is a thing with you. You wait too long.
I'm an artist, so I just do it. I'm real talk. When you just do
Duval,
things,
it's artists out there capitalizing off their art.
Yeah.
You know that, right? They're
Yeah,
monetizing their art as they go along.
but
don't wanna
you
be
know, and I
Van
know I
Gogh.
don't sit on one thing long. Like I don't like with the what that mouth. The only reason I started doing that more because he said something to me. He was like,
If you
remember
don't
you
do
would
it, I'ma
start
do it.
selling the
Yeah.
shirts,
I
and then.
said, you ain't gonna do nothing with it? Watch Daddy Ball.
He said, all right, you ain't gonna do nothing with it, no way. And I said, oh hell no, I had just let basic ride out.
Sometimes you need some motivation.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah, so-
you need, like,
But
the
then you
fire.
got to bring it back around and be like, hey, I'm about to send you one of these what these mouth do. What that mouth do t-shirt. What the fuck you mean you about to send me a what that mouth do those t-shirt?
Same thing with Khaled too. Like I learned a lot from Khaled. Like I respect Khaled because like I just do stuff, especially when it comes to social media. I do it for fun and just to interact with my fans. But with Khaled, he took that ball and ran with it.
Yeah.
When he got that little buzz,
You
ran
goddamn
with
right.
it.
Khaled makes money off everything that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any little saying, any little slogan.
But you know what my
he's on
problem
it.
is?
Yeah.
I'm not money hungry like that. Like I don't
'cause you
look
got
when I
some
do
money.
things, I do it first because I want to do it. So I'm
Hey,
not
I
thinking
don't think
about
that's
money.
about money though. I
What?
think it's about just getting credit for your art. Like
Yeah.
even with the Hillary thing, when Hillary said "Donkey of the Decade," you think I don't have that as a drop on the radio station right now this morning?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I'd be a fool not to.
Absolutely.
Like
Cook.
you have to.
I don't be thinking like that. I'm
And
not
also,
thinking like
your
that.
fans want to see it. Like people who've been fans of yours forever, and then they see you interviewing Hillary Clinton, and then she's using your terminology. That's huge for them. Like,
Yes.
because they rolled for you from, let's say, 10
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
They've been
yeah.
defending you to people who hate
Yeah.
on you. They've been kind of pushing your information and your content out there in the world to everybody who doesn't know.
Yeah.
And then to see you actually succeed on the highest level, to them, that's a win.
And then
Yeah.
people don't realize that like everybody didn't see that shit yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's like this is a Thanksgiving turkey, baby. We gonna eat
Keep
off this
going.
for the rest of the
Keep
week.
going, yeah.
Well, I learned my lesson.
Leftovers.
I learned my lesson now. That ain't finna happen no more. I learned my lesson.
It might be over, shorty. You ain't
Nah,
came up with
Who ain't? Where about? Shoot, I'm still popping out in these streets.
What's the last one you came up with?
Yo.
Where about? Where about? I
Tell
came
him,
up with.
are you popping
Rich
these
Broke
streets?
Rich Broke still gaining.
That's
like,
your brand,
Duval,
though. You good?
Duval,
That's your
are you
brand.
popping in these streets the
they
same
can't
way?
take
Web
Rich
out.
Broke. They can't take Rich Broke.
Duval.
Web out. Let's start saying web
I
out.
come
so.
up with anything. Like
Duval.
it just comes off the top of my head.
Web
This
out.
is in me, not on me.
Web out.
We're gonna start saying web out. Get our t-shirts
Nah, we
popping.
not.
Web out.
Yeah, they're gonna have t-shirts, hats.
Wear that. Where about them t-shirts?
Bitch, I'm famous, bitch.
Yo, but do you think you're still famous? Because remember yesterday you were taking a lot of pictures for me. Remember
Get the fuck out of here, Andrew. Andrew, ain't nobody pay you no attention but one person because you walked in front of me.
Oh, so my shadow cast over you and nobody can see you, motherfucker.
We can go out here in these streets right now and come on that Snapchat and see what's popping. You want to?
You want to?
Only person can get me in New York is Charlamagne.
Charlamagne famous.
He can get me in New York.
I do radio. Nobody pays me attention. That's the beauty.
That's the beauty.
You cause traffic accidents like bad bitches.
That's the beauty of radio.
The beauty of radio, you don't even realize how much power you have because you're right there with them every morning. You're like a part of their family.
Yeah.
So even if they hate you, there's somebody you love to hate.
You talk to them.
So
every day.
you really them more than anybody.
I feel like you should feel like that about any field you're in. Like if you're a comedian, you should never realize how funny you are. If you a singer, you should never realize how great you are. Because I feel like as soon as that gets in your head and you're like, oh, I'm the best, I'm the illest,
you stop working.
You stop
working. There's no such thing as the best, though, I believe, as far as art, because it's subjective. I don't believe there's no best. You could be the best at what you be, or you could be the master at your own craft. Like I think Jay-Z's the master. He's so good, anything he say, it's going to sound good because he's mastered his...
Some people we all agree upon.
Yeah.
But that's on us to agree.
Yeah,
if you're the person and you think that you're the best, you're not going to work any harder. Like Tom Brady, they asked him, do you think you're a good quarterback? He's like, honestly, some days I think I'm horrible. That's the best motherfucking quarterback of our generation, maybe of all time. That's why you're going to work every single offseason because you think that you ain't shit.
I tweeted that the other day. I said, I never want to get to the point where I feel like I'm too good to get better.
There it is.
Oh, you never can get to that point. I mean, at the end of the day, we have in our minds like
Adrian Broner's at that point. We were talking about this.
No, he's not at that point. I think he's more so he care about fame more than he care about being
exactly.
Yeah, but he think he the shit. He ain't. You're not even all that in the ring, bro. Like you're not even. Like,
he's actually talented. He just don't care.
He's flat-footed.
All that.
Yeah, he's not. It's better. It's better boxers.
Yes, correct.
Errol Spence is a better boxer.
Is a beast.
Jamal Crawford is a better boxer.
You're right.
Canelo Alvarez is a better boxer than Adrian Broner.
Not Jamal Crawford.
What's his Crawford?
Was it Terrence Crawford or something?
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Oh, you make sure now. I know what Jamal Crawford
just got his Sixth Man of the Year award. Yeah.
Terrence Crawford, my bad.
Yeah.
Like they're better boxers than Adrian Broner.
Yeah. But see, you know what motivates me to get better? When I see somebody that's actually good. Like a lot of times I be on the downslope with because nothing inspires me or nobody. Like if I see somebody like when you're doing stand up and you see somebody up there ripping
okay, it's time.
Now it makes you motivate you. I ain't talking about just ripping just off some basic things. I'm talking about somebody be like, oh, I got to get my thing. And a lot of times I don't feel like that. I'm like, man, but when I feel it, it just start rolling.
Being threatened is motivating.
It's not being threatened.
Hell yeah, it is. When you see
I don't think it's threat.
Man,
it's
when
not
you
being
see
threatened.
Somebody coming for your crown, you see somebody pushing you.
I don't feel like nobody coming for my crown.
I don't look at it like that. I just like to know that it's motherfuckers out there.
It's
out there for what? Coming for you? They might take your shine.
No, you can't take your shine.
Because whatever lane you got, like Steph Curry's gonna be Steph Curry. It don't matter who come in there and score 30 points again.
Yeah.
You know what? LeBron is tight that Steph Curry's taking his shine.
But he's still
that's
LeBron.
Gonna motivate that motherfucker. And that's gonna make him work extra hard. And that's gonna make him do
it ain't gonna work.
The necessary things for greatness.
You gotta be the best you, man. You gotta be the best you.
That's it.
You gotta be the best you. And what makes me the best me when I see somebody doing good at them, I be like, oh, I'm slipping.
Absolutely.
That's what I do.
I like to see other people in my field doing good because it makes the overall game better. Because, if you just the best in your league and ain't nobody else good, you winning by default.
Yeah, you winning by default.
I agree with you on that.
You know what I mean?
Like when a comedian is huge for whatever reason, I don't care if it's Amy Schumer or name anybody, but when they have a huge special and people are talking about, that's great for all stand-up.
Damn right.
Yeah. When somebody's popping in radio, that's great for all radio. Same with podcasts.
Same thing with Kevin Hart.
Shit, absolutely.
Like I don't know why people mad at him doing like. You need him to win because if he don't win that big,
none of us win.
None of us win.
Yeah.
Like you want, like when I seen Mike Epps, I remember, and I just did, shout out to everybody that watched Meet the Blacks. Mike Epps was my way, because when I came up, it wasn't that many, it was comedians, but it wasn't that many street comedians that I can identify with. And it was Mike Epps, T.K. Kirkland, and Doodoo Brown. But they were all older than me. But Mike had just first started Got Friday. And when I saw him, I saw, like, that's my lane. And I was like, I need him to make it. Because in order for them to understand me, they gotta understand him.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and the same thing with me. When I look at the newer age funny guys or comedians, I don't know what they call the dudes on social media. But when I watch them now, I like to see that they doing good because I opened the door for them to do that the same way he opened the door for my lane. Like when I watch DC Young Fly, I see him do things that I used to do, and I'm like, that's what he's supposed to be doing. I ain't supposed to be doing that no more.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be hosting the rap concert. I mean, I do host them here and there, but I'm not like Trey Day. I used to host that all the time. Shout out to Trey in Houston. I used to host that all the time. Now DC doing it as he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Our problem is our generation, we don't want to move on.
Yeah, we don't want to let go. We don't realize that as we grow, our audience is growing too.
Yeah,
and your audience will grow with you.
You look so stupid trying to be like the young. And the funny thing about it, that's the problem with our generation. We grew up wanting to be the older cats. Now we see our generation trying to be like them. That's so corny.
I think that's what Adam Sandler's problem is.
What?
Is this guy's been making the same type of movie for the last 25 years.
His audience is outgrowing that humor.
His audience is outgrowing the humor. You got to
silly.
grow with it. Because when he does the little bit more serious movies that got a little bit more drama in it, like they're funny, but there's actually like a kind of nice, kind of heartwarming storyline, people fuck with it. Like
I don't see him as a funny guy. I see him as a good guy.
Nah, Adam's funny.
I see him as a good guy. I mean,
but he's a beast in terms of what he's done.
Yeah, the beast at being a great, good guy. Like he's a great guy, and most of his movies are wholesome, good guy. He's the good guy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at his movies.
All right. I want to know about Hillary. Tell me about Hillary and this hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't understand why that shit became such a big deal.
Break down what happened, because maybe some people don't
exactly
know.
Why.
You
we interviewed Hillary Clinton last Friday.
Okay. In Harlem. We're in Harlem.
In Harlem at a senior center, right? So, I'm always thinking, how am I going to approach an interview? Mm-hmm. Now, you could do one or two things with a politician. You can ask them political questions, but if you ask them political questions, guess what? They got a talking point for any political question.
They already know what to say.
I don't think you should tell your business, man. Because you're giving the game out.
It don't matter. Is it working? They can't stop it.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
So it's like, I said, yo.
But he don't think he the shit.
No, I'm just saying. So when I went to have the conversation, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk to Hillary like a regular person.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Hillary the way I would talk to a goddamn rapper.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to her about some nigga shit.
Yeah. But see, only you can get away with that.
Okay, so what do you start with?
I start with I said the thing about her pants. I was like, historically, you've always worn pantsuits.
Yeah.
Is it true you was inspired by Steve Harvey?
Yeah, and then her reaction?
She laughed, but then explained why she actually has always worn pants, which is a great explanation.
Which was?
She said, I'm always moving.
Yeah.
You can't do that in a dress. It's more comfortable in pants.
You know what's so funny? People get mad at her saying stuff that the hood can relate to. But everything that we like about other people is because they say stuff that hood can relate to.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
like everything. We go crazy when we seen Barack Obama say a lyric from
Lil Wayne,
from Jeezy.
Yeah.
That's all we needed.
Yeah, but you know why? That's because we already look at Barack as cool.
Not even Barack. It's a lot of white.
He makes a great point, which is if we like you already and you do some hood relatable shit, you're cool. If we don't like you, you do some hood relatable shit, like, oh, you're pandering to us. You're just trying to get our vote.
I'm trying to think of somebody that's white.
I'm trying to figure out when everybody started hating Hillary. But I swear, I thought the Clintons were the bells of the ball up until this year when she ran for president.
Nah, Bernie.
I think it's
Bernie kind of undercut Hillary.
I think what it is because, like I told you, why it's just some shit she say. It sounds full of shit. And I know you say that's politicians.
All politicians.
Yeah, but she is like, you be like, damn, you.
Like what?
I can't think of right off the top of my head, but like sometimes I listen to her, like she just talking. Like when I listen to Bernie, and this is why I think. Even though I know he's not going to win, we all know he's not going to win, but I think he says a lot about where America is right now.
Yeah,
he shows that we don't care about humanity no more.
This is the thing. We got two people who are very honest in politics right now, Bernie and Trump.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you feel about both of them, they're incredibly honest. So they're making the other politicians
look
seem
stupid.
Phony.
Yeah.
It's like when you got a real comedian and like a fledgling comedian on stage. You know how like the new comedian sounds.
We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah,
we talked about that yesterday. Weird. You can't be fake no more because it's too many real. So this is like when you come out and be real, then you go to another state and they try. It don't even sound right.
Yeah. I love Bernie too, but like,
but see, that's what's messed up. You hear what you saying? I love Bernie too.
I love Bernie too, but the stuff he says sound crazy too sometimes.
Yeah. Like what? Like which part?
Free college.
That's
free
not.
health
What's
care
wrong
for
with that?
everybody.
It sounds crazy business wise, but what's wrong with saying?
There's nothing wrong with it. But guess what? That is the ultimate dream being sold.
But that says,
is there a bigger dream being sold right now?
But that says a lot about America, man.
I just learned back in the day when Abraham Lincoln was running for his first term. You know what his his slogan was?
You gonna free the niggas?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. It was vote yourself a farm.
What?
He just said, vote yourself a farm.
What does
They're like,
that mean?
It didn't matter. Back in the day, people were like, wait, if I vote for you, I get a farm? He's like, yeah, you'll get a farm, basically.
Wow.
He did that 60 acres and a mule shit way before the 60 acres
But
and
it's
a mule
not.
was
It's
even
not.
there.
But see, the thing is, everything he's saying as far as Bernie Sanders, it's all something that's genuine for humanity. All it's something for my brother's keeping. We all need health.
Yeah, it
We
sounds
all,
good. But
It
when somebody asks you how you're gonna do it and you can't really explain how you're gonna do it, it makes you look like you're just talking.
It's,
But
that's
guess
the
what?
same thing with. But back in the day, we was the same thing. It's like we should let all the black people be free. We should let. That sounds good. People like, what the hell?
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
but who gonna pick this guy?
Yeah, who gonna, see, so you gotta believe
that
in
was
something.
different.
No, it wasn't.
The reason I say that was different is because back then black people actually also revolted as well. So it wasn't like, we just letting them go. It's like, we tired of these motherfuckers fighting us. These motherfuckers tearing shit up. You know what I'm saying?
but
it's not turning against killing us all.
But
Like,
what if Bernie's right with taxing Wall Street? What if actually taxing Wall Street, right, and taxing and making sure that businesses can't hide trillions of dollars overseas actually could provide enough income to give us health care and college? What if the math ends up working out?
But that
for
ain't
us?
gonna work because them rich people finna leave this country and take and.
Yo, but that's what though. You heard about that Panama Papers shit, right? You heard about the Panama Papers? So the Panama Papers, they basically leaked this shit in Panama where all these government officials from all around the world were hiding
put
their money.
Yeah.
Now here's
That's
the
been
thing.
going on.
Guess which country didn't have a single person leaked?
United States?
The United States of America.
Damn right.
And you know why? Because we're the tax haven. This shit just dawned on me. We're the place that rich people around the world are supposed to hide their money. You're supposed to buy our buildings. You're supposed to buy our land. You're supposed to invest in our businesses.
Damn,
Don't
that
go to
makes
fucking
sense.
Panama, dog. That's why not a single American was out in that whole shit. We're Switzerland.
So they hiding in plain sight.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Listen, I like Bernie, but you also
That's the game. That's the most important thing in life is education and knowing. And that's what I think we have to do as far as
Look at his hand right now. You turn into a politician.
that's
right
something.
there.
We just gotta
Education,
that's my mission in life, to let the people that came up where I came from just get a lot more information than we had.
And that's the problem. People really don't have information.
They don't
Because
have information.
When you ask me why Bernie Sanders isn't leading in the African American vote, people really don't have the information on Bernie. Like Bernie sounds good, especially on social media. If you don't like Hillary, go for Bernie because he marched with Dr. Martin Luther King.
That picture there is some.
What else? He wants free health care and free education for everybody. And what else? How's he going to do it? I don't know. But he marched with Martin Luther King.
But does he have hot sauce?
I don't like that. Let me tell you why I don't like that picture. Because it could be what's the word?
Perceived
the wrong way. It's just like when you see people out there, Black Lives Matter right now. 50 years from now, just because they was out there, you be like, look, he was right there. You can't go by that.
Nah, Bernie was really out there. I mean, Bernie handcuffed himself.
He might have been, but I'm not going by a picture, a meme. I got to read like, all right, he was really this, that. He was really for the cause. And that's what made me like him even more, because I seen from day one he's always been about a people's person.
Yeah, but you know what?
He wants to help.
He does.
Like, how can you be mad that somebody want to help?
Listen, I'm with you, but I like.
That's why you got to vote for him, because he's not going to win, but when they see this many people vote for him, now you got to address their issues for the next.
Listen, I like being objective, so I like to ask questions, right? So I was talking to Reverend Al. He was on the Breakfast Club. Reverend Al hasn't decided who he wants to vote for, Hillary or Bernie.
Yeah,
he said the reason he hasn't decided because he's waiting him to speak on some issues that he personally wants addressed. But when it came to Bernie, he said I like Bernie. But he said, where has Bernie been the past 30 years? He said, they keep showing us that civil rights picture. Yeah. But he goes, this quote-unquote ambulance chaser, I'm on the front lines of all of this black stuff for the past 30 years. I ain't seen Bernie.
Bro,
that's real. You got to think about that.
Dude, he handcuffed himself to one black chick, and he was like, fuck it, I'm going to Vermont.
I'm going to live off this one.
Where has he been? What has he been doing?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that, because I asked Senator Nina Turner, a black woman, she's the former Senator of Ohio, very sharp. Nina said that because he was in the Senate trying to get things done. Both answers make sense to me.
Okay, so there's an answer for everything.
And he was in the Senate trying to get some shit done.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with Bernie, which I think is quite interesting, right? Is, of course, everybody who is not poor, but of course anybody who's not rich supports Bernie, because if you're poor, you like Robin Hood. Robin Hood steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Now, if you're a rich person, you got to understand why you might not fuck with Bernie, because it's your money that he's taking and giving to the poor.
And I get that.
So we have to understand if a wealthy person doesn't want to give up some money.
I do understand
when
that.
I see some rich, like Hollywood folks going, I support Bernie, I fuck with them because they're basically saying, I want to give away my money for a better lifestyle.
That's how I feel. Because, I mean,
you're going to lose money with Bernie, so if you fuck with him, I really respect your
But the reason why I do it because it's not about me like that. Like, at the bigger picture, it's about all of us at the end of the day.
I agree.
And I do really believe that with all my heart. At the end of the day, I mean, because we all blessed. Us three, right? We all blessed. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I really ain't got... Even if I had $50 million, I wouldn't really know what to spend it on as far as for myself because I done had everything that I ever wanted. So the only thing I can do is give it back. You know, in my mind, or put it in something that's going to help the next generation.
I mean, listen.
Like, there's no way you can spend on, unless you're buying businesses but as far as buying material stuff and things, you can't spend no goddamn.
Listen, I'm with you. I don't know. I've never been more undecided on who I want to vote for. I might vote for one person in the primaries, and then whoever gets to the election, I'm gonna vote for that person. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Hillary, I don't understand why people are so upset at Hillary Clinton. Like, I don't get what people are so mad about. You can't say it's the 1994 crime bill because Bernie signed that crime bill too. And I don't want to hear
really mad.
I don't want to hear the excuses about Bernie signed it for different reasons. He still signed it. He knew what it was and he still signed it.
You endorse it. You endorse it.
So I don't understand how you can be mad at Hillary for signing it and cool with Bernie signing it. And if it comes to the super predators thing, that phrasing don't bother me either. What bothers me about that, just like I told Hillary, is you can't say super predators without addressing the system that created super predators in the first place. That 94 crime bill was part of that system. The Nixon administration was part of that system. Reagan administration was part of that system. And guess what? You niggas, you call yourself worse than super predators every goddamn day. What about all you savages? All you savages online. You know what I'm saying? What about y'all? What about
responsibility?
What about you head busters? What about you people who have named yourself murder?
You know what the problem with people?
You know what I'm saying? We glorify the shooters in the community.
And then when someone calls you a shooter, you're like, yo, how the fuck you
why you calling me a shooter?
Because you shoot people,
like, stop it, man.
No, the problem with humans in general or Americans, we are selfish with our opinions. We only care about what we care about. We don't think about the other person's point of view. And what people don't realize, everything is a cause and effect. Even in bad, something good gonna come out. And it's vice versa. Even if somebody winning, somebody taking the L. And that's in everything in life. So when you look at it that way, there is really no right or wrong in life when it comes to that.
Well, the right or wrong depends on what side you're on.
That's what I'm saying. So the key is with people, the next generation, if I want my people, I want to be on the good side. I want to get them on the same level. Like, at least you got an opportunity to see how to do this. Like, if you don't do it, that's on you. But at the same time, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't even know. I had a homeboy, he didn't even know that Canada was right up the street from Buffalo.
Yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know. You know, a lot of people, this dude, and this ain't even a joke, a dude told me we live in South America, in Florida. Real talk.
Yo, these people get to vote for president.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Now everybody shouldn't have opinion either. I do believe that.
We gotta stop protecting foolishness.
Yeah,
that's what we all.
But we have to understand they foolishness. You gotta understand. I sympathize. Like he's really dumb. Like if you really dumb, I got it. All right. It's like being with a slow person, a retarded person.
You know that. Most people don't know that. Most people will listen to what somebody says that sounds really dumb, and they'll protect the fucking foolishness.
They'll protect the foolishness.
We
protect stupidity.
I protect Florida. Because we all know all the crazy stuff. Most stuff come from Florida. But at
so why are you protecting it? Hold them accountable.
I do hold them accountable. I do. I hold them
accountable.
I talk to both. It's just like when I go to Florida or when I'm talking to Florida, I let them know this is stupid. But when I'm talking to somebody that don't understand Florida, I let them understand why it's like this or why it's certain things. And that's what's going to happen if Donald Trump become president. It's going to be like Florida. It ain't going to be it's either rich, it's way, the gap for rich and poor is real big in Florida. Yeah. You got, and I ain't talking about black or white, I'm talking about rich
You mean
and
there's
poor.
no middle class?
It is, but it ain't as...
You know America's middle class been wiped out forever.
Yeah, but it's you're right. But it's obvious in there.
We got a problem in America. The middle class is leaving.
Yeah, but you can honestly see it. You can visually see it in Florida. You can just visually like you can't tell who rich or poor here.
Yes, you can.
In New York, people rich.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Even the poor people got
they
Jordans.
not.
The
Yeah.
poor people got Jordans in New
That
York.
don't mean
People
you're
got
rich,
Jordans
though.
everywhere.
That don't mean you're rich. That don't
Nobody
mean,
in America is really poor.
that don't mean you're rich. That doesn't mean you got some Jordans.
Nobody in America is really poor.
Stop it.
Mentally, they are. Mentally
You're,
poor.
stop
But
you're saying in comparison to people in like third world countries.
no, I'm
But-
saying comparison to poor.
Now,
like
we got
just
poor
poor in
here.
general.
Yes.
Bro, we got poor here.
There is piss poor people
Bro,
in America
go to
who
Detroit.
can't afford to buy nothing.
Yeah, they just let the grass grow.
But for the most,
Absolutely.
well, if you can afford some Jordans and you can afford an outfit or some weed, you ain't poor, bro.
Yeah, but that ain't poor people we talking about. I'm talking about
those are
these,
people I'm talking. Those are people that complain the most.
man. You got these poor white niggas that support Trump.
Yep.
You got these really poor, poverty-stricken black people who support Bernie. Like, there's poor people out there.
We was talking about poor people. Now I'm gonna tell you who really got it hard. Me and Andrew was talking about. Ain't nobody got it harder than a poor white person.
That's what you're saying.
Because nobody cares.
Don't nobody look out for them.
because it's their fault.
And that's why Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's why Donald Trump is winning, because he's speaking for them and not realizing that Donald Trump is the reason people like him is the reason why
you
they
gotta
fucked
realize
up.
they're the only people that don't have lobbyists in D.C., right?
Yeah.
Black people have lobbyists in D.C.,
Yeah.
Spanish people, Italian, Chinese people, Asian, everybody, women
no
have
poor
lobbyists.
white niggas.
There's no poor
Barack ain't
white.
let no poor white people come visit the White
There's
House.
some poor
Exactly.
white niggas hanging in the lobby.
That's it.
Like, hey, get that dirty white man.
Exactly.
'Cause I
What the
told
fuck
y'all
is it?
before, when white people look poor, they look poor.
Yeah, they
like
look
dirty,
Yeah.
filthy,
Yeah.
yellow nails, yellow t-shirts.
Yeah, I take that back. They are some poor people out
Cuts
here.
on
Yes.
the hand,
Yeah, I'm
the
sorry,
fucking
y'all.
men-
I'm sorry to all the poor people that was like, what the fuck is
What
he
you talking about?
Yeah, yeah,
you
you're
sound
right.
like Bernie. Talking about there ain't no poor white people. There's no poor white people.
You really
I didn't
are
say there were no
Bernie fan.
poor white people. I said it ain't
There's no
just.
poor people.
Yeah.
But we were talking yesterday. We were walking down the street when nobody was recognizing you.
Man, get
we were talking.
Hey, I hope y'all know that it was the other way around.
Insecure after nobody recognized him in the Nike store. These little kids came up and asked for a picture, and he stood off to the side. He was like, clearly they wouldn't want me in the picture. And then the father had to go, oh, we would like you in too.
What happened when we went to the Nike store?
What is
Say
it?
what?
When we walked in the Nike
They say,
store,
Kevin Hart, we love you in the picture.
when we walked in the Nike store, they saw him first, so they didn't see me. So I'm good at walking past because I don't want to be bothered.
Oh yeah, he started making excuses when it came out. He goes, you
So
know
when
what?
I came
He
down-
goes, listen. He said,
No,
listen. He goes,
no.
listen.
You better walk
What
past
happened when I
him.
came down?
Listen, he said
What
this.
happened when I
He
came
said
down?
this. He said, he goes, you know what? And unrelated, he goes, I'm really good at being unrecognized. Like, that's
No,
one of
he
my
didn't.
skills.
No.
I'm really good at being unrecognized. I got
Don't
a skill
listen to
about
Andrew.
it. He
Don't
goes-
listen to
he
Andrew
goes,
on everything I love.
he goes,
I said-
he goes, honestly, it's a skill.
I said-
It's the way you carry yourself so that people
I
don't
said I
recognize
can
me when I
walk
go
up a
to
street
places.
and make sure nobody sees me.
How is that different than what I just said?
No, I can.
Can you tell me?
Dog,
how
it don't
that's
take
different
much.
than what the fuck
Andrew.
I just said?
Let me see your hat. Let me see it. This is all you gotta do. Real talk. If you like this here and got your phone in your ear, not paying, they not gonna see you. It's when you make eye contact. You can't make eye contact with these niggas.
What about the Little Duval t-shirt you wearing, though? That don't give you away?
Yeah, I do that some stupid ass shit. That is some stupid ass shit I be doing sometimes. I asked somebody like, how the fuck do he know I got on my rich broke jacket on? Like,
How they recognizing me? What the fuck?
how did they get who's around here
I
telling?
must be famous.
All right, listen. Okay, time for a quick word from our friend Tristan Walker and the good people at Bevel, the first and only shaving system designed specifically for coarse, curly hair and sensitive skin. Okay, salute to everybody from Bevel. I saw Tristan post on Twitter. They are about to announce some big news this week. I'm assuming that's got to be about the new trimmer or they deal with Target or both. That's right. Tristan out here getting money. Okay, and for everyone hitting us up asking if we can get them a trimmer, the answer is no. I don't even got one yet. Okay, so don't think we're going to get you one until we're hooked up ourselves.
In the meantime, let's talk about the OG Bevel products. Of course, we're talking about their razor kits, which really do keep your face looking great. Now, there are still a lot of folks out there who are hesitant to shave with a straight edge steel razor. But you got to realize that if you're traumatized by a razor in the past, it's because you've been using a tool that is not designed for you. Razors up until Bevel have not been designed for people with coarse and curly hair. They were designed for people with soft and straight hair. That's not a matter of debate. It's a fact. That's why Bevel's whole business is around encouraging, enabling, and educating men of color on how to shave properly.
That's right. So if you ever felt like you were using the wrong razor, if you just want to step your game up from a cheap, flimsy plastic razor to something that feels great and looks good, then go to Bevel. Get Bevel.com today. Use code FREEIDIOTS to get your first month of Bevel membership free at GetBevel.com. That's GetBevel.com. But hustle, because that's only good for the first 200 listeners that respond. That's GetBevel.com. Now let's get back to the show.
I got to run.
Now
Y'all
listen.
don't mind if I get my hair cut real quick while we do the
No,
podcast?
not at all. No.
Man, you got to go already, yo?
I got to run, man.
Where you going?
I'm supposed to be, well, you know, I got to go film. We
Oh, you
can't
got to go
say,
be famous.
we can't say what we're filming. You know what I mean?
Oh,
We
yeah,
can't
yeah,
release
yeah,
just
yeah,
yet,
yeah,
but
yeah.
We are
we'll-
filming something.
We are filming something.
I just would like to say, though, after meeting Hillary Clinton,
Yeah.
I do feel like she's pretty much genuine.
You do?
Yeah.
As far as like just her as a human. I don't know about politics and all that crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. She might have bombed some of y'all countries before or whatever. I don't know nothing about that. All I know is this is a human being.
Yeah.
She seemed genuine.
Yeah.
Like when she walked up to me and she gave me dap like a nigga. Like she dapped me up like we dap. Pound. What's up?
Yeah.
So I can only go off that energy. And I do feel like she's capable of being president of the United States of America.
Do you feel, right before I get out of here, do you feel like when you treat somebody in a phony way that they often respond phony, and if you treat someone with genuine, I don't know, not dignity, but genuine honesty, that they react honestly?
When you're real with a person, they will be real with you. Like
Yes.
For me, that's the energy I always want to create in any interview. I'm not going to talk to you. Like if you talk to a politician and you're asking them regular political questions, they got talking points.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fake.
So it's gonna come out contrived
That's
regardless.
generic, regular bullshit all the time. But
Yeah.
how do you respond if you the potential president and somebody says to you, when you gonna pardon Bobby Smurda and Max B?
But see, this is you, though. That's just like with me. The reason why stuff works better is when I'm being myself. Any question, anything. When I'm being myself, it works. And that's a gift for somebody like us, because we can be ourselves.
Yeah.
Some people can't be themselves. They have to do the...
But what happens if you're almost forced to be yourself? Like what Charlamagne did is ask her questions that she had no prepared response for.
That's the
so
best.
you have to be yourself. You put her in a position to be
no
herself.
talking points. She can't rely on no talking points.
I think that your interview with her might have locked her nomination, right? And if she wins, then she could be the president. And I only say that because it put her in a likable light. This lady has a very hard time being likable because she doesn't come across as genuine. So if this interview, which it gets a lot of steam, but ends up deciding who is the Democratic nominee and the Democratic nominee ends up being president, effectively, you have played a major role in deciding the president.
I don't believe that. But yo, even the answer when
What
she...
if you decide the president?
I don't believe that. The president was already decided.
Andrew will have you amped up.
I know. Like, everybody listen to
You
that.
can't listen to Andrew. Andrew will have you...
I'm not listening to
That's
Andrew.
why I don't listen to it too much. 'Cause he be- If you ever need a hype man, get
He's the
Andrew.
greatest wingman ever. The best.
Man, he called me and make me feel so special sometimes.
I believe in you. I do text him, but it's genuine for me. Like
Yeah, I
when
know it's
see you-
genuine, but it takes a person that's sane, that knows, all right, he's genuinely speaking that, but you have to be real with
But
yourself.
that's because Andrew believes in himself so much that it's easy for him to believe in other people. This is the same guy who thinks he could do open heart surgery just by reading the
How
goddamn
can I not?
book.
If I had a YouTube tutorial, I feel like I could do
See
open
what I'm
heart surgery
saying?
because it's not creative. It's just math. It's just put this tube here, put that tube there.
You just disrespecting everybody that do this. It's not
Yeah,
creative.
It's not
Just
creative.
fuck all the open heart surgery.
I'm not saying I could rap like Andre 3000, but I could do open heart surgery.
Man, shut up, man.
And salute to all the Bernie supporters too, because I like Bernie. You know what I'm saying? I still like Bernie.
I just hate how y'all do that.
What?
It's like, I mean, I like Bernie, but that's like saying when somebody say,
It's not a but.
I like Duval, he funny, but
you may not
I
just be right for this position.
just
That's all. You may not
I
be
don't
right
like
for this
that.
role.
I hate
I
Duval.
don't
I
like
like how
that.
he made it about him.
No, I just use me as an analogy. I'm just saying, let's use you if it make you feel better.
All I'm saying is, it's nothing wrong with saying that, because all you're saying is I like this guy, but he may not be right for this role.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something else.
But everything that we like about him is something to keep us as good people.
Rest
I think-
assured, Bernie's going to be involved in politics.
He has to be.
Regardless.
Well, he should be
of who
vice
wins.
president. I do believe. I think somebody like him should be vice president. I think Hillary and him be vice
Put him
president.
in the cabinet. I really do feel it. There's got to be
You don't
some
think he should be
position-
vice president?
Not vice, because
Vice president is just somebody just like
Vice,
first
you don't
lady.
do nothing. Vice, you might as well just be the dog.
Yeah, but you do need a person like an advisor like him.
But
Like,
you- vice president and advisor, the cabinet or the advisor. The
Yeah.
cabinet
Oh,
people
okay,
have the
okay,
power
okay.
in terms of what we do
See, I didn't know
abroad, what
that.
we
Yeah,
do
and
here.
so what do he do for real? What do the vice
I hate
president
to talk
do?
about
Vice
ageism.
president's there in case someone died.
Exactly, and I hate
Yeah.
to talk about ageism. You can't have two presidents that are like around the same age, a president and a vice.
What's a good age for a president?
Yeah, it might be a little,
What's a good age?
combined age of 150.
What you think a good age?
I like what Barack is at, like 50-something years old, but
When did he go in? Like 40?
45 or something like that?
Yeah.
No. 48.
48. So Hillary is I think 68 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She'll be 72. Bernie will be 76
Let me,
if he does 4 years.
let me ask y'all this because I don't
like
know.
80. No, Bernie's 74 now. Bernie will be 78 if he does 4 years. 82 if he does 8.
That'd be hot to have.
They'll keep him alive. He's the president. They'll keep him alive,
man. Like, but if you,
if they could keep the queen alive this long, they could keep a president.
Either one of them would have to get a young vice president.
Let me ask you this.
For safety.
After 4 years, can't Barack go run for president again?
No, you can only do 2 terms.
I know you can do terms, but I think you can leave and then come back.
That is the most Florida shit I ever heard.
I thought you
can't take a sabbatical from president and then come back.
You can't leave and come back?
2 total terms.
What if Franklin D. Roosevelt do?
Now, Franklin D. Roosevelt was a G, and they actually let him break the system.
Okay.
So Barack going to break the system?
See? That goes back to saying what you...
Y'all talking about in his 3rd term.
Well, I'm sure they've...
that goes back what y'all see. What you can't do. He did it.
I'm sure they've done something with it.
You can do it.
Don't put your chin out.
You can do it.
No.
I'm
sure that they've done something. They've done something. They've done some law since then that you can't do that.
I'm out.
Sure.
I got to roll. Yo, all right, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys.
You weren't wearing champion until you saw me wearing champion.
This is Supreme. This is Supreme.
Oh, that's the whole nother level?
Ooh, white man wearing Supreme.
Champions.
White man wearing
those
Supreme.
Those Nike pants. That don't match. That don't match.
Listen, you know the funniest thing about this Hillary interview? The funniest thing about the Hillary interview is the different reactions from different people.
That's
you got these Timbuktu world star hip hop conspiracy niggas mad that I didn't. Why you ain't go in? Why you ain't ask about killing Gaddafi?
But like I tell you all the time, why you worried about people that ain't voting no way? They ain't voting no way. They just there to talk in comments.
Listen, but they don't understand.
They don't matter.
No, they do matter. They do matter. I never say they don't matter.
No, they don't matter if they're not voting.
But they don't.
Not when it comes to presidential
election.
They don't
understand the science behind it. It's simple. If I go in there and I ask the same political questions that everybody's asking, I'm gonna get the same generic political.
Right. Trust me.
It's just that simple.
I hate that because I get that, and not to relate the two, but it is kind of related. When I go through interviews, they give me the same questions over and over and over. The best interviews are somebody that's just genuine and just talking to me and actually really know me. I actually tell them, if you don't know me, don't interview me.
And I don't know if y'all noticed this too. Whenever these quote unquote black radio stations, you might as well say that because that's what everybody else says. Yeah. Whenever we interview these presidential candidates,
they sound like y'all.
No, we only get 10 minutes. Literally 8 to 10 minutes.
That was just a 10-minute interview?
It was supposed to be.
Oh.
But the reason it lasted longer because she was fucking enjoying herself.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was something new to her. It was something refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, Bernie only was on the phone with us for 10 minutes. When we went to go meet him in South Carolina, he only had 15 minutes.
How long he do?
He did 15. He was in and out. You know what I'm saying? But Hillary actually rolled with it. Mm-hmm. The only reason that interview stopped is because she started coughing uncontrollably.
Oh, that's her sign. That's her sign. That's what she's telling her. All right, let's wrap it up.
No, you think that's her sign until you go look at 10 other interviews and it's the same thing. You know when a person is really coughing. No, her eyes was watering.
Hold up, so that means she might be sicker than Bernie. No. Yeah, shit. She fuck around and die, and Bernie's still alive.
That'll be fucked up. Now, listen, can't none of y'all let John McCain outlive y'all. John McCain is 137 years old with 2 bad arms.
Nah, he 126. Don't put him up there.
Nah,
man.
John McCain old as a motherfucker, man.
So that's a good example. So if he's still alive and he could have been the president, so don't put it on Bernie. Bernie told us, he said, if you think I'm old, you think I'm too old, get on the road with me and let's see who fall out first.
That is true. But guess what? You keep pushing yourself if you want.
Shout out to Killer Mike too, man.
Man, salute to Killer Mike. One of the best voices that we have. I did Fox Business News yesterday with my homegirl Kennedy, and Kennedy, she brought up Killer Mike. She was talking about how hip-hop is playing such an important role in this year's election. And she said that, you know, she was giving me props, and then she was like, yo, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Killer Mike.
Yeah.
You know, and Killer Mike is a great voice. Like,
yeah.
Killer Mike is the most intellectual we got out here right now.
He's the best voice because I'm not the best at saying what I want to say because I'm blunt. Yeah. But somebody like him, and even y'all good at knowing how to make the regular person or the person that don't understand your voice get it. You know what I'm saying? Or explain how we speak. I'm speak better in my art. I don't speak good as far as just how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And he's a beast at it, and I look up to him when it comes to that.
And he's seeing both sides.
Yes, he understands. Exactly. And that's the most important part about somebody like him and why you need somebody like that, because you know they understand your gripe.
Yeah.
You know they understand your pain, and they gonna speak for you, but at the same time they gonna keep it real with you.
Absolutely.
And that's what I try to do with people from where I come from. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. If you're doing something stupid, I'm gonna tell you it's stupid.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna say it on social media. But at the same time, when I'm going in the room with somebody that I don't think understand you, I'm gonna take up for you too.
And that's Killer Mike. His mom was a dope dealer.
Mm-hmm.
His
Dad
daddy
was a police
cop.
officer.
And he got an education from Morehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So he done seen all sides.
Exactly. So you want somebody like, and you need to vote for real. Perfect example why you need to vote is in Florida, they was trying to pass the weed law.
Yeah.
And they lost the weed law from 51 to 49%.
Okay.
That means all it took was a couple thousand more people to vote. Mind you, probably 9 times 10, most of the people in the hood didn't even know you could vote.
This motherfuckers in Florida right now mad as shit.
So now if you got locked up in this last year, it's probably your fault because you didn't go out there and vote. So that's how important voting is. And even in your community, they're not going to care about, you know how you say the roads is all messed up in your hood and they won't fix it? It's because you ain't voting.
It's because you ain't voting. That's the most important thing. Like, we get so worked up over these presidential motherfucking elections. We don't worry about the local shit.
Yeah.
Shit that you can actually motherfucking control. You can go to the mayor's office and raise hell and talk about how your roads ain't fixed and shit like that.
But that's what it takes somebody like us, because you pay attention to people like us because they see us.
And you know what, man? We speaking from experience because we grown now.
Yeah.
We used to be you little dumb motherfuckers thinking that votes didn't matter and shit like that. We was them niggas. Government, fuck government, nigga. We politic ourselves.
I didn't even think that. No, I didn't even think that. I didn't even know about voting growing up. Like, we didn't even think about who gonna be president. We just know that's the president.
Me neither.
So it's... Trust me, I done did probably more than most of y'all that's talking, but at the same time, I don't glorify it. It's stupid, it's dumb, and everything y'all done did, y'all learned it from us. Y'all just learned the stupid shit from us. That's like learning from Pop. You can learn the good things from Pop, or you can learn the bad things from Tupac.
Yeah, niggas want to listen to Pac Thug side all the time, but don't want to listen when he tell you to motherfucking do something about your own communities and treat black women like
when Pac say, niggas busting shots like they lost their mind, like 25 to life never crossed their mind. You don't hear that? He's telling you up here busting shots like you don't know you finna go to jail forever.
You're not thinking about the consequences of your motherfucking actions.
That's one thing. It's a good thing and bad thing. I will say this about the youth, these new niggas. They ain't scared of nothing. But that's the bad thing about them too. They are fearless and they don't give a damn. But that's the thing that's hurting them too. The difference between us, even though we did wild stuff, we still had a little bit of moral values.
Yeah, but you know what? This is the thing to me about people like that.
What?
They say they're not afraid of nothing, but they are afraid because they're afraid to do anything that forces them to transcend their motherfucking circumstances. Yeah. They're afraid to do anything outside of the motherfucking hood.
Because you don't know nothing outside
They're
of that.
afraid to do anything that may cause them some success outside of that motherfucking block radius you live in.
Because you don't know that. And when you look at it from the
we can't say, we got to stop saying that, Duval. They got to know. They got the internet. We didn't have the internet.
Well, let's say this. Sometimes when you look at some dudes in the hood, sometimes that's all they supposed to be, and they might be happy with it. If you happy with that life, do that thug life. Do that street stuff. There's consequences to all that. So I don't knock all that, and I understand all that. And sometimes when you don't know, you only do what you know. A lot of people just don't know. A lot of people didn't even know that you can go travel in certain places. They didn't see it because they didn't know. Now once you see it, and think about young, black or white, or hood, you want to do stuff that looks appealing. You want to do stuff that looks fun. So it's up to us to make that stuff looks like it matters and looks like it's fun. So we can't really blame them. If anything, it's blame us because they're only what we are.
Let me tell you what Uncle Duval and Uncle Charlamagne different. I knock all y'all niggas for that street shit y'all be doing.
Wait. Don't call me uncle.
Nigga, you an uncle, nigga.
I'm not
nigga,
uncle
you
yet.
an uncle, nigga. You uncle, nigga.
No,
I don't care what kind of jeans you got on, nigga. I don't care if this shit ball mane, nigga.
I'm out here.
I don't care that you got on low top Pumas.
I'm out here.
No,
that's what I call. I don't say I'm an OG. I'm out here.
You Uncle Duval, man. Uncle out here. Listen, the difference between Uncle out here and Uncle Charla is I knock all of y'all for that street shit. You know why I knock all of y'all for that street shit? Because we went through that, so you don't got to go through that stupid shit.
But most of us didn't learn from this. My thing.
This thing. They not letting motherfuckers learn from it no more. We were able to make mistakes. These kids are not able to make mistakes no more. These motherfuckers
they don't know that. You don't know that.
Up. These motherfuckers getting thrown under the jail.
At the end of the day, this is what I feel about anything in life. You got to always look at the worst case scenario. If you can deal with that worst case scenario, do your thing. That's in anything. That's how I look at everything. Most people, they don't look right past what's in front of them, and that's what messed them up. And even young people, because you're not thinking about the future. You don't even think about, I didn't even think about I was going to be this age. Did you think about when you was 18 about What I'm gonna do when I'm this age? You
yes.
know? No, most people
I promise to God I did. You know why?
But you know what? You had a good mom and daddy too.
I damn sure did.
Most people don't have that in the house.
And my daddy, listen, my daddy was alcoholic. My daddy did coke. My daddy was in and out of rehab. Yeah. My daddy got his shit together. And when he got his shit together, he said, don't do as I do as I motherfucking say. My daddy sold dope, and my daddy did not want me selling dope. He kept a foot in my ass.
What you missing is everybody don't get it as quick as everybody else.
Well,
everybody don't get it. Everybody just don't. It takes time for some people to get it. It takes time for some people. Some people need somebody to walk their hand. Everybody's not like that. I had to learn that. Everybody's not going, because some stuff be seeming so simple to me. It's always seemed simple to me. Everything I'm doing now, everything, the person I am now, I've been this person since I was a jit. So I've been this person, but everybody don't get it. It takes some time. How many people you know didn't get it till 30 and then they got it?
Too late.
Yeah, you're right.
Salute to all you girls. Listen, I got some girls out there in my life right now that I love dearly. They 29, about to be 30, and ain't got shit going on.
You want me to tell you what our relationship with the youth? He's the daddy, and I'm the mama. I understand it. I'm nurturing.
I mean, we fucking?
No, hell no. It just means that he's just, you stupid, you do this, you going to jail, blah, blah, blah.
You goddamn right.
And I'm like, man, you got to understand where they come. Because another thing, like we always say, it's the parents' responsibility. A lot of people don't have it. When I grew up, a lot of kids had crackhead. My daddy was a crackhead. A lot of kids had crackhead, and mom and daddy was a crackhead. So they learning as they go. This generation, they learning from the internet. All the things they learn.
That's our fault then.
It's our fault.
And you know what I tell kids?
It's our fault. Well, not my fault, because I try to instill good things into them and make them understand, but I try to be the change that I want to see.
All you kids that's out there committing crime, I don't have to understand where you're coming from. I can understand where you fucking going. You going to motherfucking jail? Are you going to dead? Are you going to be dead? Are you going to be broke sitting under the tree if you keep living the way you fucking living?
Even in that death, something good going to come out of it.
Yeah, we're going to look at your dumb ass and I'm going to give you donkey of the day. That's content for the day.
You're not going to get
All right.
So you still win.
I need that content, nigga.
So I'm saying somebody gonna get something out your failure. So you wanna reap the benefits too. So that's the only thing about it.
Some of y'all dumb motherfuckers gotta die in order for us to live.
You real. It's casualty of war. That's life. I mean, what's the whole saying? For every dark day is a bright light. That's really in everything in life. For every dark day is a bright light. Tupac said that in his song.
For real?
Yes.
But you know what I don't like about that saying?
What?
For every dark day is a bright light, but that bright light ain't necessarily for you. It's a bright light out there, but that don't mean it's yours. You still in the dark day. Not to a nigga sitting in the dark.
No, I'm saying in life, not just in that individual.
Yeah.
In life, at the end of the day, even out of something bad, something good gonna come out of it. Out of all the riots that happened in the 60s, look where we are now. Something good came out. We got our own shows, we doing things, doing movies, all that came
that's
from.
That's we listened. That's what it's so many.
Man, how many times you done said, man, Dr. Martin Luther King ain't died for this? That's still bad. That's what people don't realize. There's always gonna be a bad side of it. There's always gonna be something there.
But there's so many platforms out here for people to talk that it's not enough people listening. And what y'all motherfuckers need to understand is y'all don't know shit. The same way we didn't know shit when we was y'all
I still don't know everything.
And the only reason we learned is because we motherfucking listened. And
you always listened?
No.
You went to jail for
exactly.
Okay, so you didn't always listen.
That's what I'm trying to tell kids. Listen before it's too late. You don't got to make the same mistakes I made. I got on the radio this morning. The topic was, would you ever date a felon? Right? And I said on air to Angela and Envy, man, that's a dumbass topic. Everybody got felonies.
That's why you can't listen to
three people in the room like, I ain't got no felony. I ain't never been to jail. I'm like, to us, that's regular.
Yeah.
But to them, no, that's the right shit. That's good. Y'all ain't never been to jail. I'm thinking something wrong. Like,
that's
y'all
just
need
like
to grow up and catch a felony.
That's just like what's my man from Geico, the fat funny motherfucker?
John Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel. My bad, John. I forgot your name.
Fat funny motherfucker.
Yeah, this motherfucker here. We was sitting there. I was like, remember Christmas time? We was up here, and I was like, man, y'all got to be safe around here. Christmas. They like, why I gotta be safe for Christmas? I thought Christmas was a joyous day. So that just shows you how you raised.
Yeah.
It makes you who you are. It makes Jay Ski right now, no matter where we go, he always thinks something gonna happen to us. Like, dog, we not in that world.
That's how Wax is.
We not in that world.
Wax is the exact same way. Nigga, I had to tell this nigga, Wax, nigga, you better put that shit up, nigga. We about to go interview Hillary Clinton, nigga. The fuck is wrong with you? Secret Service will light your monkey ass up. This nigga like, shit, they ain't gonna fuck with me.
You never know, Shawty.
Jason Bourne?
You got that fire on him.
Okay.
You can't tell Wax he ain't Jason Bourne.
Okay. Same thing we went to the Apollo the other day when I had to moderate the shit with Bernie Sanders. Now I'm going to deal with my shit, nigga. No, you not. No, you are the fuck.
So he like little hand. He like little hand.
No, you not. And they, you know, this is funny. This is Wax there for real. trust Bernie and Hillary and them niggas. I don't trust him. I don't trust Bernie, Hillary, them niggas, man. Fuck
Hey,
that.
man, at the end of the day, man, you just gotta. At the end of the day, you gotta do what's. You gotta think about the future. Think about the worst case scenario. That's in anything in life. I mean, at the end of the day, I do understand because I got homeboys that's been in the streets and they done tried everything to get out, but sometimes it ain't. It just don't work. It's just.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't understand, and the reason I don't understand is because this is about fifth generation of this bullshit. Because you got to think this shit started with the crack game in the 80s.
It's just
right. Right. So then the 90s, that was us, and then another generation. Then now it's another one. This is about fourth generation from this fucking crack era.
So do you agree? Do you agree? You are what you see.
Yes.
So that means that we need to show them more stuff.
There is more for them to see.
Yeah,
all we had back in the day was books and music.
But
I know
you had
for
the
me.
guidance. Yeah, I will say that.
All I had was books and music.
You really got a lot to learn from. You got a lot to learn from people's mistakes.
Man.
But as a child, you have to guide them that way. That's why they have School of the Arts. That's why they have shit like School of the Arts. So, like, if you good at, that's like with your child or my daughter. We know, like, you see certain attributes in them.
Yeah.
And so it's up to you to guide them that way. If you don't, that can go. How many girls you know? They love for people to turn them into a hoe. Plenty bitches.
What?
So they affectionate.
What?
I mean, about being affectionate and caring. Men take that advantage of that.
Oh, so you mean it's guys that have taken advantage of girls?
Yes, guys that taking advantage of a girl being nice and being cool and take advantage of that. But it takes somebody to guide them like, nah, don't fall for that bullshit. Don't fall for this because it's easy. And the same thing with everybody in life. You have to guide them. If you see a talent, is certain talents, like in my daughter, I see she likes talking to people. She walk up to anybody. Yeah. That can go the wrong way. So it's up for me to guide it that way.
But she's a child though.
That's all these motherfuckers are.
She's really your daughter's what, 7?
That's what happens. But a lot of these kids in the hood don't have that guidance in most important time. So they learn that. So it's up to us, dog. It's up to us.
Yeah, and then you got niggas in the hood that's fucking these little 8-year-old kids. Man, they just some sick-ass niggas. Yeah. That's a whole different part of the game.
And that's a whole nother part of the game. That's a whole nother part of the game. So it's up to us. It's up to us to go to these hoods. Like I'm trying to I supposed to been did it, but I'm eventually finna do it. I just been trying to get things together. I'm finna open a boxing gym in my hood. I just want to have them stuff to do because one thing we had we had stuff to do. And the Idle the Devil's Playground. And if you bored, most people join gangs because they bored. They want acceptance. So it's up to us to give them other things to do. One thing I had that most kids didn't have, I had stuff to do. I was in the band. I was popular. I was having fun. So I didn't care. Even though I still did the other stuff, but at the same time, that let me see other things and made me want to do that stuff. Yeah. Well, a lot of kids don't have that. So it's up to us, man. We can't be mad at them. It's us.
All right, let's pay these bills.
All right.
Baseball. It's more fun than ever, okay? So don't wait another day. Sign up now to play one-day fan. That's where I was at, Chris. This got so crazy. FanDuel is changing the way people play fantasy. Baseball is more fun than ever. So don't wait another day. Sign up now to play one-day fantasy baseball at FanDuel. All right? Contest for everyone. Rookies as well as seasoned vets plus 50-50 contests. Finish in the top half and win. Leagues start at just $1. One-day leagues play every day or just once in a while. Setting your lineup takes minutes. Once you decided on your players, adding them to your lineup is a breeze. Hurry! This is the last week I'll be giving you this special offer, okay? Now, when is FanDuel going to sponsor a contest between Young Hezzy and one of these MLB players? Because if he can beat a former NBA player, Jay Williams, there's no way he can't take a former MLB player in some sort of skills contest, okay? We need somebody to beat him in this skills contest, bring his ego down a notch. FanDuel, make it happen, okay? So enter a FanDuel league now. If you don't want any prize in your first contest, they'll refund your entry fee up to $10. That goes back to your FanDuel account so you can play more. Just deposit, play, and if you don't win, they'll refund your first entry fee up to $10. Just go to FanDuel.com, click on the microphone, and use our code BRILLIANT. That's FanDuel.com, promo code BRILLIANT. Now, we about to wrap up, but I just want to, I don't like for people to think that I'm shitting on them because it was a young lady from Lies in Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know her name because I don't watch the show, but I guess she got a bunch of arrests. She got a bunch of different mugshots. So Angela Yee was reporting on her in Rumor Report, and I think one of the tweets that the young lady tweeted out was, I don't do usually. I told y'all before I don't do interviews for free, or something like that. So I was just trying to give her some words of encouragement, and the words of encouragement was, "Sit your delusional ass down, okay." People do not pay for interviews, okay? Motherfuckers with real status, with real money, with real credibility out here. We interviewed Hillary Clinton last week. You think we paid Hillary for an interview? You think we paid Jay-Z for an interview? You think we paid Kanye for an interview? You think people really get paid for interviews? Who told you this?
That's why I'm saying somebody led her to believe that they doing it.
Okay.
So it takes somebody like us to tell her, bitch, shut your dumb ass
That's
up.
right. And I ain't hating on you in no way, shape, or form. I ain't shitting on you.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I don't know her name either. She tweeting me. She going crazy on me on Twitter right now.
Man, at the end of the day, that's why I don't do nothing for money. I mean, money still comes to me. So, I mean, and you got to think, like, at the end of the day, why would they pay you? What are they getting out of putting you on this? Especially if he just interviewed Hillary Clinton. You should want to be on this. Yeah. Matter of fact, you should want to be on the day after.
Yeah. But let me tell you something. We don't want to interview you. I don't want to interview. I don't usually interview.
Honestly, I don't know why y'all done got better now, but remember I used to say all the time, why are y'all interviewing these people?
Yeah, I don't interview too many people from Lies and Hip Hop. Now, Lies and Hip Hop New York, I was actually a fan
Lies and Hip Hop.
Well, Love and Hip Hop New York. I call it Lies and Hip Hop because
that's why I didn't know what you was talking about.
90% of the people on the show, especially in Atlanta, is some lying motherfuckers. Them niggas be fronting their ass off.
Yeah.
90% of them.
Hold up, y'all be fronting up
here
too now.
I can honestly say, with the exception of like Bitch Dollars, like most of the people on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, New York, really is doing something. Remy and Papoose really out here doing stuff. Self is really out here doing stuff.
You're right.
Cardi B killing these motherfuckers right now.
Man, I'm so proud of Cardi B.
Come on, man.
I'm proud of her too, man. Just,
God bless Cardi B.
That's a perfect example of what I mean. When you come from nothing, and just even if this is the biggest she gets, she still won.
She won.
She still
Cardi
won.
getting 10 racks a show.
It's just what she just got to make sure she knows. Look at it like this ain't going to last forever. And she knows that. I'm pretty sure she knows because from what I've seen, I remember when the first time I seen him, I didn't even know what she was trying to be funny in that. And I had posted on my page and she was talking crazy and I was fucking with her about it. And then when I started going to her page, I was like, nah, this really, and I deleted it. Because I realized that this is really her.
Nah, Cardi got a future.
This is really her. I don't even know about the future. I can't say that. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that. That remains to be seen. But at the same time, no matter what happens from this point, it's still a win. I'm still happy for her.
Yeah, it's something about Cardi. She got a certain je ne sais quoi that I think is going to translate past reality TV. I really, truly believe that.
I hope
you got to
so.
think people was fucking with her before reality TV, fucking with her off the gram.
Yeah. I hope so.
And plus, I'm going to tell you why she's going to be blessed. Because she really is putting a positive message out there. You may not like her delivery. You may not like the way she presents her message, but she really out here telling these young girls how to better their motherfucking self.
And that's why she speaks to the people that need to be spoken to.
Yes.
And the same thing, I might not, some people might not understand some of the shit I say, but the people that need to understand it, they do. So that's, at the end of the day, a lot of things that it's a method behind our madness, even with Cardi B. I hope it's a method. I can only speak for myself.
Nah, I don't even, well, Cardi's just,
and she's young too,
yeah,
so
she's
you
22.
You can't expect that much. She's having a good time. Enjoy it. At the same time, put something to the side for worst case scenario.
Yes, and once again to the girl from Lies and Hip Hop Atlanta, I'm not shitting on you. I'm just telling your delusional ass, people don't get paid for interviews. I don't know who told you that shit. I don't know what nigga in your hood told you that. That shit is some bullshit. And you gonna get embarrassed a lot if you go around telling people you don't do interviews for free. I'm telling you right now, that shit is stupid.
He's actually giving you game. He's not shitting. He's giving you game because he ain't gonna call you. So this is way of putting it out in the airs and letting you know, look, you sound stupid, and whoever's your manager, you need to tell them. And I don't even think they told them. I hope they.
And what makes you think interviews? What makes you think somebody interviewing you is benefiting them?
Interview is a promo.
That's helping you.
It's promo.
I don't even know you. So to come on the Breakfast Club and interview, nigga, we'd be helping your ass.
Man, okay. Tripping.
So just to be clear, we don't want to interview you.
And
and you don't get paid for interviews. Okay. So I don't want because I saw some tweets she put out talking about, I bet you want this interview now. No. Let's be totally clear. I don't want to interview you now or never. God bless you. Hope you sell some t-shirts, some detox tea, some white cleaner, whatever you got to do.
Teeth whitener.
Whatever you got to do to capitalize on this moment, do it. But people do not pay for interviews. And
really what he's saying, you just burnt your bridge to get on this. So I hope you got a boat.
There never was a bridge. I never know.
Now, you might have would have gave her a shot. Because one thing I do know about Charlamagne, he talked that tough shit. But he's a good guy. He be looking out for people that I be thinking like, man, you tripping.
I look out for people that I'm a fan of. Like Cardi B, I love Cardi B. Yeah, yes. Come on.
Nah, I done seen some people use you like a motherfucking, they butt up to you, be a good person to you, play that game, but that's not nothing wrong because you coming from the heart.
Yes.
At the same time, I be seeing it. Even with me, that's why when I'm not no happy-go-lucky person.
Yeah.
Like I'm very sociable, but I'm very antisocial a lot when it comes to industry stuff.
Yeah.
Because I see the devil in you.
And see, I'm not scorned. And people gave me an
scorned.
People gave me an opportunity. So
Yeah.
I feel like I got to pay it forward. And we can't be the guys out here telling these motherfuckers in the hood they got to get their shit together.
Yeah.
And if we do have an opportunity to possibly help one of these motherfuckers,
I help who I help.
them.
I help who I help. But if I see this is your only alternative motive or this, that, whatever, and I can read it right off top, I'm not finna go there. I'd rather help somebody else. That's why I randomly help a lot of people. Because it's really from the kind. It's easy to help somebody you cool with. It's hard to help somebody that you don't know and then we have no relations to. And I do that all the time. Even on social media, I would show love. I got a dude right now, shout out to Ray Jr. He a rapper out of Cleveland. I heard this song. And I told her, I'm going to help you pump this thing, and I wanted to get big because I like the song. And and that's how you know God works in a mysterious way, because when I got to know him, I realized I really do, he's a genuine good person from what I've seen. Yeah. So those are the type of people I have. And I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing. I said, I just want to see you do it.
That's real help, by the way.
Yeah.
Help is when you assist somebody and you don't want nothing in return.
Nothing.
But I don't want shit in return. I don't give a fuck about credit. I don't give a fuck about money. It's just like, do your thing, bro.
I cry sometimes when I see people do good that I seen come from nothing.
Watering up now.
Cause that really hit me. Like I
really look like you about to cry.
Nah, I probably ain't about. Nah, I'm finna cry now. I ain't finna cry now. Cause I done got back funny again. No, I ain't finna cry. But if you get me on some emotional scene, I cry when I'm happy. And when I see stuff that's really, see somebody come from nothing to something, that is a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, do you know how hard it is to come from nothing now?
Yeah.
And to make it? Like, that's a major move.
No, it really ain't that hard.
Nah, it is, man. I'm talking about mentally. Mentally, it's hard. Because when you come from nothing and you ain't been taught nothing but bullshit, it's hard to get out of that.
That's what I respect more than the financial come up. I respect people who came up mentally. People that I know used to be a certain way. And they've switched it around and now they move a different way. Their mental has changed. Yeah. That's what I respect more than anything.
Yeah, you got to, man. Cause
you a Muslim now. No more dope games.
Like people. That's what I was meaning about when I said people ain't poor. People are more mentally poor than they are physically poor. And that's the worst thing to be. Mentally poor, because you can have all the money. How many dope dudes or how many street dudes you see posting on Instagram with $100,000 cash, but they mentally poor. Yeah. And that's why they ain't gonna have that long.
That shit ain't that $100,000. They will not have it this time next year. Watch how their Instagram slow down.
Nah, they ain't gonna. Nah, they gonna say they ain't gonna spend damn dime in that. Then they got to go to jail and give it all to the lawyer.
And don't think they don't got a bunch of pictures ready for Throwback Thursday in the stash.
Mm-hmm.
They done, that little 100,000 they got. They done took 100 pictures. That's gonna last them for at least a year and a half.
That's like when people be on the jets. Hey, I ain't gonna front. When I was on the jet one time, and this dude.
It is humble bragging.
No. You be thinking people only think niggas only be stunting. Man, it be conservative white people out there taking people that look conservative, taking pictures, talking about, I'm finna stunt on the gram. Word for word, that's what he said. I can show you right now on the video on my phone. Dude was like, nah, you just put all this stuff away and they won't even know it ain't your jet. White dude saying this.
Word.
40-year-old white. They ain't talking about like a cool urban like Andrew Schultz, some type of. I'm talking about one that you think voting for Donald Trump or something.
Yeah. Who they sending it to though? Just to put on the gram?
To put on the gram. So people think that's only niggas doing certain things. We all got niggas in us. Everybody do. That's why I call a lot of people niggas, because not because of the color or this, that, whatever. We just do nigga things. Everybody do.
Now listen, just for the record, we recorded this on a Tuesday. Today is the day of the New York primary.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time this come out on Thursday, I don't know who's going to win New York, Bernie, Hillary, Donald, Ted, whoever. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So that's why we ain't talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. But I appreciate it. I think we about done, though.
Yeah, we a wrap.
All right, because I got to finish my haircut.
Listen, man. I want to finish, but I want to say Donald Trump is a fucking idiot, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are from New York, and you do not know that one of the greatest American tragedies happened on 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
And you saying 7/11 instead of 9/11. Right? I had to. Yeah. That is some dumb shit. That's some Florida shit right there. Okay, that is some stupid. That is like some spoof shit. America really is a motherfucking spoof, man.
Yeah, life is a spoof now,
like,
man.
That is somebody
life
wrote that for him.
A spoof. Life is definitely a spoof. When I look at some stuff on there, you can't help but laugh. It's like people are really living out their publicity stunts in real life. Like they're really.
Yes.
You getting pregnant just to stay on TV? Like you know how dumb that is. Like you do realize this is something that's gonna be with you for the rest of your life. You doing for a couple $1,000s on an episode, like
a baby for a lifetime for 2 seasons maybe of a fucking reality show.
Like is your I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Maybe your life was that bad you had to go that far. And if that's the case, man, I feel bad for you.
As always, if you listen to this motherfucking show and you think we're smart, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this motherfucking show and think we just some dumbass idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Oh, Duval, tell them about your podcast. We out here.
Oh, yeah. Go watch. Make sure y'all subscribe to my podcast too called Out Here with me and my gas sister. What we doing on there, we're trying to bring a different aspect. Because I see everybody doing their thing. So I want, instead of just jumping in the game, just doing what everybody else do, I want to bring a different element in and try to get up to the level as everybody else is, like Brilliant Idiots and everything else.
Duval and his sister both like pussy.
Hey, you for real.
Allegedly.
But I get more pussy than her.
Peace.